halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. This will be taken in at the 1. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the... First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Back down in Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. 3-9 Detroit. All right, now, look at 56. 3-19. 3-19.
This is Hightower. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Tower. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Brad Wing now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
To throw is Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
Let's go. Green,
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's for yards. They run with Hightower. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And it's 17-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Hawker's kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They felt their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it up the middle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
A chance for us to look at the Lions defense again. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And pressure gets to him again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And he puts it through. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this. Just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
False start, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. A Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.